I've been using Whitestone Dome's screen protectors on my phones now for the past 6 years, and they've been really great. They're very clear, they're easy to install, and they work with the in-display fingerprint sensor. And if you guys want to pick them up, I will be putting product links in the video description. Whitestone also has a screen protector for pretty much everybody. If you don't want to deal with tempered glass, they've got their UV Gen film, and if you want a tempered glass screen protector that's super easy to install, the Dome Glass EA is definitely going to be the one you're going to want to check out. And you're definitely going to want to stick around to the end of the video because I will be doing a drop and a scratch test for the tempered glass. And by the end of this video, you'll know which screen protector is right for you. So let's get started. And here we have Whitestone Dome's UV Gen film. So you get 2 film screen protectors. You get a little UV light that uses USB Type-C, and you will need a power bank or some sort of power adapter to plug in to make this work. An installation guide and 2 installation packets. So before we begin, you're going to want to clean off your screen really well. Then take one of the little foam pieces. We're going to stick it down on your table so it'll help you install the screen protector. Then take your guide, make sure the little pegs are pointing upward, and you're going to want to use the side that looks like a little C. Press that into the bottom of your phone where the charging port goes, just like that. Then take one of your screen protectors, but make sure you do this installation not in direct sunlight because the sunlight will cure the film prematurely. Take your screen protector, making sure that the little tab is on the underside of the screen protector and the little camera hole goes towards the top of your phone. We're going to peel off the bottom protector, just like that. Then place the pegs with the little holes on the screen protector, just like that. Press that down into place. And then hold on to the end of the screen protector and line it up with the camera hole. Once you have that down, take your squeegee and just try to get out as many bubbles as you can. Then take your squeegee, put it behind the dotted line on the bottom here. We're going to lift up on the screen protector, peel it back, then make sure you squeegee out the screen protector over your phone just like this. And we're going to turn it around, do the same thing on the other side. Take your squeegee, put it behind the dotted line on the phone, lift up on your screen protector. Make sure the screen protector goes up and over and just squeegee that out and kind of help it up a little bit. Squeegee out any bubbles you might see. Then we're going to take out the guide from the bottom and we're going to peel off the top protector. If you see a line anywhere on the screen protector, I would take your squeegee and very lightly try to just push that down just a little bit, not too hard because you don't want to damage the screen protector. Now we're going to cure our screen protector for 60 seconds on the top, middle, and bottom. So take your UV light, we're going to plug it into a power source with USB Type-C. Pretty much any phone adapter will do. Then we're going to place the light over the top of your phone and we're going to double press the power button here to set it up for 60 seconds. Then move it to the middle and turn it on for 60 seconds again. And then the bottom for 60 seconds. And then once that's done, you're all set. Let's take a look at the screen protector. It is nice and clear. I don't see any bubbles. There's also a little cutout for your selfie cam, so it's not going to interfere with the facial recognition. As far as touch goes, it's nice and smooth, just like the glass that's on the phone. There is also a very slight gap on the edge of the phone, so it might not be case compatible, but we're going to check that out. As far as the edges, they do seem to be fairly smooth. The screen protector is very thin, so there's really not a lot to round off. So now we're going to test out our fingerprints. Fingerprints seem to have gone in pretty easy, so let's test them out on the phone. Perfect. Very quick, Very responsive. Perfect. So fingerprints are working excellent. As you can see, the screen protector is crystal clear. As far as fingerprints goes, it does seem to pick up some fingerprints, but you can very easily just wipe those away with minimal effort. And now let's test out our case. Seems to fit in there pretty well. I also don't see any lifting. The screen protector seems to come right up to the edge of the case itself, but I don't see any lifting. So it may be case friendly with most cases. Now let's see what the screen protector will look like when you're using polarized sunglasses. So as you can see, there is a slight rainbow effect. I don't think it's horrible. It's definitely not going to keep me from using the screen protector, but this is what it's going to look like. So far so good. Now because this is a film screen protector, there's not going to really be any drop protection, but we are going to test the scratch resistance with the scratch test. So typically, film screen protectors start to scratch around a Mohs hardness number 2, which is simply plastic, and it gets a lot worse with a number 3, which is copper. So we're going to start off with a number 2. Then I'll move on to a number 3. And as you can see, it's scratching really deep. But if we look closer, you can see that there are no scratches at the number 2. So this film screen protector will protect your phone from scratches better than regular film screen protectors. So installation for the screen protector was really easy. It also does seem to work really well with the in-display fingerprint sensor. It may or may not be case friendly with most cases because it doesn't leave much of a gap on the edge of the phone. And scratch resistance seems to be a little bit better than regular film screen protectors. And if you want to take this off your phone, all you simply need to do is peel up one of the edges here. I don't really have much fingernails, but once you get that little corner up, just peel it up off the phone. And as you can see, there's no damage or residue left on the phone screen. Then here we have the Whitestone Dome Glass EA. So we had 2 tempered glass screen protectors and some installation wipes. So again, make sure you clean off the screen thoroughly, dry it off. Then take one of your screen protectors, making sure that the top portion that says Galaxy S24 Plus goes towards the top of your phone with the camera. Peel off the sticker underneath, and then place this over the top of your phone. Press it into place. Slide your finger across the side and then down the middle. Then hold down on the guide and we're going to peel up the sticker. Lift up the guide. And you're all set. Looks really nice. I don't see any bubbles. This is a full coverage screen protector, so it does cover your camera. But we're going to check out the facial recognition, make sure it still works. There is also a slight gap all the way around the phone for case compatibility. As far as touch, feels nice and smooth, just like the glass that's on the phone. The edges of the glass are also rounded off, so it's nice and smooth when you run your finger over it. As far as fingerprints goes, it picks up very minimal fingerprints, which is nice. And the little bit of smudge that's there, you can just very easily wipe away. Now let's register our fingerprints. Fingerprints seem to be working fine. Let's test it out. Nice and quick. Working perfectly fine. One more time. Yeah, no problems with the fingerprint sensor. As you can see, the screen is crystal clear. Let's check out our camera. Camera is nice and clear. As you can see, no problems there. Well, now we'll test out our facial recognition. All right, registered. Let's test it out. Super quick. Yep, no problems there with the Face ID. So working perfectly fine with this screen protector. So now let's see what the screen protector would look like if you're using polarized sunglasses. So as you can see, there is a slight rainbow effect. It's not horrible. You can still see what's on the screen, but it is there. So now let's put it in our case. Seems to fit pretty good. There is a slight gap at the top and the bottom, but on the sides, it seems like the screen protector comes right up to the edge of the case, but I don't see any lifting, so it should be case compatible with most cases. And as you can see, touch is working perfectly fine. No issues there. So far so good. Now let's move on to the scratch and the drop test. All right, so we're going to be dropping a 2.4 ounce steel metal ball at a height of 2 feet. If the screen protector doesn't crack, we'll move it up foot by foot until it eventually does. So here we go at 2 feet. Here we go at 3 feet. Here we go at 4 feet. 4 feet. All right, so this screen protector lasted up until a 4-foot drop. Now let's move on to the scratch test. Now typically regular tempered glass starts to scratch around the Mohs hardness number 6. So we're going to start off with the number 5 and go from there. Moving on to number 6. And then finally a number 7. So if we take a closer look, you can see there are no scratches at the number 5. There are slight at a number 6 and a little deeper at a number 7. So scratch resistance seems to be pretty standard for tempered glass. So installation for the EA glass was super easy. It also does seem to work perfectly fine with the in-display fingerprint sensor. It also might be case friendly with most cases. It lasted up until a 4-foot drop, and scratch resistance seems to be pretty standard for tempered glass. So again, that was Whitestone Dome's UV Gen Film and Dome Glass EA. And if you guys want to pick up any of these yourself, I will be putting product links in the description. And if you enjoyed the video, it would really help out my channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'd also recommend checking out my best and worst screen protector video that I did for the brand new Galaxy S24 Plus, and you can check that out by clicking on the video you see on your screen right now. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.